All right, we got ourselves a game against Andreas. Let's see. Sorry, just needs to pop one thing in my phone. Immediately we see the hostile, so we have time to build something. What should we build? There's a Yuri which we cannot destroy, so that's not great. We can draw some resources. This is basically 2 energy in the beginning, maybe a bank at some point. No support, so no freight ships. So yeah, double gas is the other option, but who wants double gas? There we go. This is actually great. I would love to go tier 2 and then into broker. That's the most high powered cards. What do we have? A creeping barrage here or a nuke. Could be like a sneaky nuke game. Not entirely sure how good that is. Let's first ramp up. The broker gives a lot of energy and money, so I like that. Hopefully we'll discover something good on the other side. There's a tech race that might be useful for us. So we can go tier 3 cheaply and maybe pop in a lot of nukes. Let's do that. And disrupt his. Hopefully this rotates into something with support, so we can support the research expedition. That'd be great. For now I see water mills and no way of getting a hand that is 5 or more, more than 5 cards. So we're definitely not buying Yuri because that would give him the option to counterfeit and actually turn on his watermill engine. No way. So let's see what pops underneath from this. Hey, a lorry. That's not bad. In that case, we can do a freight ship. Maybe now a lorry and a disrupt on the tech race. Still missing that. There we go. Started the tech race on our own. Definitely adding research expeditions now. Not the best support card in lorry, but it's decent. Let's first draw the coal before we draw anything else. Ooh, the infantry, that's bad. Yeah, we got 6 though. Gonna get 6 again. It's inefficient to keep walking against these hostiles and not killing them. But it might be even worse to add a unit to our deck. I think so. Like I said, we're not adding Yuri. We don't do Tanya because we want to use support for other stuff. And I already don't want to add units, but especially not in a double tech race game where they're super expensive. And maybe get shot by a Rocketeer from the other side, who knows. So yeah, given all that... Oh. Alright. Diplomat, huh? Okay. In that case, let me add some more support. Stop the tech race again. So now we really want to wait with going tier 3 until the diplomat has been destroyed. Otherwise it could turn into a tier 3 card. Although we don't have an action, right? So it's not an issue. Is this only action? Yeah, it's only action. Okay. So normally when you level up and there's like a great action card here, I don't know, pipeline network or something else, then a diplomat can turn into that. And if you don't tech, it cannot turn into that. So huh. I really don't. I just don't want to break the thing. I do want that. This could be a cheap way to buy actions and get something from his shop. Although I don't want a water mill. But I do want... Yeah, what do I want? Some cool tier 2 stuff. That'd be nice. So far I'm not too worried about dying. Still gotta pop through the thing first. Then we will be able to buy units to defend. 4 water mills. It's just quite the bad deck, unless all of a sudden, like a... one more, please. Let's see what's going on. There we go. There's a burnout. That's the whole plan right there. So 100% disrupting that, but that might be an issue. That at least puts us on a clock, I would say. And he also has a refinery now, so now the engine is starting to work. So actually I need to disrupt water mill from now on. Alright, let's double strike this baby. I'm guessing I might want to do another one, or what do I want to do? I want to tech even cheaper. The thing is, I want to get a creep mirage going as soon as possible. What are the odds of drawing this? 15%? A lot of 15%. Huh. Alright. More research expedition it is. There we go. So we'll... Yikes. Did destroy one watermill though. But now has the watermill draw engine in full effect. So let's see what happens. Maybe like a fighter comes out now. Then we'll be able to defend with a Rocketeer. I'm thinking, should we... Alright, that makes sense.
So starts a new chapter. Target in sight.
Ready? Draw more. There we go. So yeah.
On your command.
Let's do it.
We need more firepower.
Let's go, Creep Mirage. Bit in doubt about what to disrupt next. Could be the watermill, because the engine is enabled in 2 ways, through a burnout and through a refinery. Then again, if you can burn out an oil, that would also be in like a massive turn. If we disrupt the watermill, or if we can burn out coals, that ultimately will improve his deck a lot.
Alright then.
He doesn't seem to be attacking just yet, so that's good for us. Draw some junk first. Alright. Not too shabby. How useful is it to get a burnout? If we can burn out research expedition, that'd be quite insane. I'm doing it. Now for the disrupt. Let's see. I think the burnout still enables too many turns.
Attacking.
Too many great turns. There we go. He had no refinery, so no 6 cards in hand, no watermill engine. That's nice. Every turn we can prevent that or not have that show up is great for us. Now then, Another burnout, perhaps? Let's do it, right? How many turns until... Huh. Yeah, we already have the long-term game plan. I don't think a nuclear missile is wise at this point. Thinking just another lorry. Something we can use to support freight ship, use to support research expedition, use to support units if we need to. We can even burn it out. Uh-oh. Here it comes. Uranium even, wow. He bought a uranium and now it's all gone. Well, so he drew his entire deck, that much is clear. Probably has overdraw. So in that sense, it's not a huge deal, I would think. Another burnout, huh? Really? Even more stuff in his deck. Aircraft carrier, right. Okay, that's cheap units. That's good. Then the question becomes, do we buy the Rocketeer and enable a counter? A possible counter to our creeping barrage, or are we going to outfight the aircraft carrier with what we have? If he would counter
All right then, lock and load.
with Rocketeer, then we would have to counter to that in Yuri, so... Works all these different ways. Thinking, let's do it. Before I click, let's go another research expedition. Stop the burnouts, I mean.
Are you kidding me?
Come on. And hopefully we can burn out our research expedition. That'll be a giant turn for us. Green brush is 3 now. Great investment. Probably another aircraft carrier. There we go. This is nice. Let's go. I'm burning out another one. How useful is it to draw more? I think it is. There we go, another research expedition. Alright, this is great. So let's buy some back. Already at max. The Warmachine. Okay, that's a different ball game altogether.
Just to make sure.
Oh, come on.
Consider it done.
Not even an infantry? Yikes. So now the question becomes, what to disrupt? The burnouts or the Warmachine? One thing is easy though. We're definitely counterfeiting the Warmachine here. That's 100%. Still think I'm disrupting the burnout here. It's just a huge enabler. Yeah, burnout on uranium is just instantly his entire deck is drawn and we have a problem. Whereas Warmachine is can also be a big issue, but yeah, not that big of an issue because draws only 3 cards and gives support, sure, but so we have a good position on the map.
This
Clean
ain't
up crew.
over.
Huh. Alrighty. What's to buy here? I want that Warmachine, that's for sure. We can afford it and then disrupt the burnout. Let's do that. We have the map position to be able to afford this. Tricky. I might
I've got
be,
your 6.
might be buying some freight ships now, because if you get support from maybe lorries or the Warmachine, then we'll be able to support them. And also, we need the production, I would think. This might already be a giant issue. Maybe this turns into an aircraft carrier.
Entering the world stage. My work here is
Cleanup
done.
crew. Alright, that's also fine. At least it's a unit. No burnout. No burnout. And no Warmachine. That's super favorable. Yeah, that makes sense. We're gonna do the same thing. So probably his Warmachine will go off first. But we have a big creeping barrage. He still doesn't have the Rocketeer counter. How is his production? 22. Yeah, he's a lot of production. Okay. Ah, this is great. This is excellent. We needed that map position. Yeah, let's go for that. Stop the burnout. There we go. He even bought another one. Now, please shoot a unit.
I think we're winning.
Delivery.
There we go. At least one infantry. So now, if we're unlucky, there's a Warmachine turn. It's about due. Although he has a lot of pollution, quote unquote, in his deck. In that he bought more resources. He's got the cleanup crew for some reason. He's also filling up with aircraft, carrier aircraft. Yeah. And now we're gonna pop off with a burnout on a research expedition, drawing into our entire deck. Hopefully destroying a ton of coal. Ah, there he goes. At least it doesn't enable... I was going to say it doesn't enable his watermill deck, but it could still do that. After
I'm a clean machine.
Alright, that's fine with me. What did he destroy anyway? Only one coal with the Warmachine. That's good. That's very minimal. Although, I would have loved to see him destroy some uraniums with that. Still anybody's game. Although I got a feeling we're going to win.
Baby steps.
Maybe those are famous last words, who knows? Alright, first the junk. There we go. Now, pop that out. There we go. I hopefully draw all the coal we can. Definitely want to support all these. Alright. Only 2 then. But that's fine. Let's draw some more. Draw some more. Keep coming. Not super useful, but we destroyed tier 3 though. Kinda like that.
Clear.
Let's clear this one out. Double strike again. Alright, I really want to creep Mirage here because that attacks for too much. So Broker's gone. There we go. We crossed to the other side. Actually, we win this game, right? We only need 3. How much do we have? 16. So that's 12. Ooh, that's going to be close even. Do we have support left still? No, we don't. Yeesh. 16, huh? So 12. But 2 gas is not enough. So we're not going to make that, unfortunately. What to do here? More burnouts. More that. And more burnouts.
Right where
Shoot a unit, please.
Only me.
Yeah, that's nice. Got a full hand. Of course, there's burnout coming on the other side. I would think. If not, we 100% win. Yeah, we got this. All right. Excellent. Sure. That doesn't matter.
6.
It's an easy win. 100% we're drawing enough stuff to be able to... There we go. Alright, give me all my stuff. Creep Mirage, please. There we go. GG. Ah, this was fun. Ah. Even destroyed that at the end. Alright. That was a pretty fun game. Got a new medal. Some coins. Whole lot of stuff. GG.